You were tuned in to episode 81 of the Goodfellas podcast. I'm G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. And I got my main man with me, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K is in the building. What is going on, big bro?
Salute, my dude. It's all good, man. Just wiggling through these shitty boxing streets. Just and it be wicked. But it seemed like, checking out the social media sites, everything was real festive. You know what I mean? You didn't see a lot of cap going on, it's a bunch of memes or anything like that. So, you know what I mean? I thought it was a festive weekend as far as reactions was concerned. I ain't hit Twitter too hard, but I checked them out real quick. I ain't really see too much, you know what I mean? Little cap for the Crawford fans and shit, but that's been the norm for the past 4 years when it comes to the Spence guy. So
Yeah. It was a real good weekend, man. Real good weekend. Unless she was living under a rock or a boulder or something. Errol Spence stoppage over your Dennis Ugas. And Spence, I'm gonna save my opinion on what I thought of Spence Saturday. Um, you know what? Let's not start there yet. Let's not start there yet. Let's not start there yet. We just got started. We ain't 2 minutes in. Let's not start there yet. Crazy Trio, he said, what's up, fellas? Crazy Trio, what's going on? What's going on with you? Salute. It says Spence beat the brakes off him. We gonna get into that in a second. It sounds like they want to get into it now. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get into it now, man. Vlog, just your opinion of the fight, and just, was it what you expected, and just your opinion, just a Spence and his performance. Did it look like typical Spence to you?
I mean, if you like a fight, yeah, it was a great fight. If you expected some boxing, I gotta be honest and say I didn't get that out of Ugas, so I thought best opportunity was to box himself into the shot that he actually got off on Spence, but he didn't do that, bro. And when you box, you tend to let your hands go a little bit more. When you're worried about defensive and you kind of going toe to toe, you have more times where you got to be defensive and you can't just free swing. So he did more of that, and instead of kind of moving and getting out the way, he curled up. And I don't know, bro. I thought we'd have seen a bit more boxing, especially with unification on the line. And this ain't kind of like no grudge match. You ain't in there because of some gym funk and it's finally time to get it on, like that sort of scenario, bro. You're supposed to be strategizing to a victory, bro. And then you had the same eye situation you had with Pacquiao. I mean, it might be time to hang them spurs up, bro. You don't want to be going out this situation blind. That's the same eye, same scenario. So as far as the way it swelled up and closed up on him, you might really look at whether this is the sport, or at least being in the ring side. You can still be involved with the sport. There's many different ways to be involved with boxing, especially if Ugas sort of cat trainer, things like that, manager, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then he's a great bridge for what Cuba's allowing to go on with their fighters becoming professionals now. So he could make a bag and just being that middleman sort of guy, and the guy that gives these guys somewhere to be, housing, things like that. You know what I mean? So it's other opportunities, but I would suggest getting in there with back-to-back damage to the same facial region, which leads to you being blind. You know what I mean? You got Abner Mares. We got guys that really have to take a step back out of the ring because of issues like that. Good to see Spence didn't have any issues with his eye and everything. So that's my 1-2 on that.
Mute. My bad. I'm on mute and shit. It's early. No, it's well said, man. Just going into the fight, to be honest with you, I thought Ugas had a legit shot in terms of the activity. I knew he was going to make Spence work. I just didn't know he was just going to just sit there. Like he literally just, he just put his car in park and was just, he went right in the parking spot, just put his car in park, just sat there. You know what I mean? And you can't do that against Spence. You can't do that against Spence. If I'd have known he was going to do that, then I would have predicted Spence probably stoppage because
I like that car analogy, but I'll take it this route. It reminds me of somebody he looked like somebody that was just learning how to drive a stick shift. And you know how you get to that light and bang, you stall out. That's what he was doing. It was like, boom, he would get so far and then he would stall out, especially with his movement. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That same scenario, car activity gone wrong.
Yeah, definitely some transmission issues. You know what I'm saying? For sure. It just, against Spence, you have to, I'm not saying move all around the ring and just not set your feet and do anything, man. But you gotta give him full steps to the left, full steps to the right. Like you have to change the levels in some way, shape, or form. You have to make him move a little bit. And Ugas didn't even attempt to try to make a move. To be honest with you, it looked like he came into the fight and was just like, you know what? I'm gonna fight my fight. And if it work out, it work out. If it don't, it don't. It don't look like he made any adjustments inside of the ring. People got excited over the one moment where he had Spence hurt. But really outside of that, for me, it was this typical Spence. All the shots is compact, tight, don't waste nothing. Jab was lethal. Jab was absolutely lethal, man.
The one thing Ugas did do for us as fans and pundits, when you catch the quote unquote one of the top, guys pound for pound, obviously I don't think he gets as much shine as he should, but he's definitely on that top 5 list for sure. For surely grabbing the belts like he is now, so that puts him up there just in his own right. But as far as him getting caught, like Ugas, good shot by Ugas. You give us something to question about this guy that's not outside of the ring. So you can question the outside of the ring stuff because he can't drive, and you don't need to get that nigga a shopping cart because he's gonna get in a fucking accident in the grocery store. So anyway, but as far as the in the ring stuff, now we got something to talk about. Timestamp that, nigga. I meant to put that last one on.
That's about
7:40 shit, nigga.
About 7:40. About 7:40. He should be a sponsor for Lyft. That's what he should.
Man, dude, this nigga should have a cab company.
Uber luxury. I don't want to see him behind any wheel. Like,
nigga, don't get that nigga a go-kart, nigga.
Straight up. He the only dude I know riding around with no insurance. And that's just nobody insurance. Like he just wild out here in these streets.
Yeah, man. Shit, I got PTSD hearing all that shit, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to hear that, man, for real. Crazy Trio, Ugas was flat. I think he got overcome with the body shots. You want to speak on that? Because I actually got a couple comments on that. I actually want to.
That's a lot. He was consistent. Now, Spence usually shoots some things to the body, but when the way Ugas, covered up, normally the way Spence covers up, the same shell defense, he, the body's open because if you look back through the fight, Ugas got his off too. So, and Ugas is not usually a hooker to the body, but if it's the only thing there, he eventually had to let that go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he was getting some off too. So the body shots kind of went back and forth, but you can look at the way Ugas faded that you could kind of lean and say, yeah, that good early body work.
Yeah.
Because that body work don't pay off like that unless you're doing it second, third round, even first round, going all the way through. Kind of maybe you can slow down in the 6th, start going for the head, and then it'll reopen itself back up again. You see what I'm saying? So it'll pay off later rounds, 10th, 9th, 10th, like that. So yeah, he got it in early and it worked for him. But again, when a guy's shelled up and standing in front of you, you're gonna hit what's open, especially if you're as good as a Spence is.
Yeah, and let me add on to that, and that's a good point. But let me add on to that, and I want people to realize what I'm saying here. You know when a person has invested in the body, like when it's actually started working, is their physical movement may not stop, but they look real tight in their movement. You understand what I'm saying? If you know them body shots is working, they're not moving as fluid. And that's what you want. You don't want a guy moving as fluid. So as the fight goes on, naturally you're not going to move as fluid as you was in the first round. But then you combine that with the actual effect of the body shots. So now it's almost like they're moving like in quicksand, like they're moving, but they just moving super slow. And it looked like that's what was going on with Ugas as time went on. So was this a comment? And Spence hits you everywhere, bro. The shoulders, the arms. He hit whatever he can get at, and that's why I love Spence so much, man. Because it's like all of those shots count when you are really that strong of a guy. Like he's, to me, I think outside of me, him and Boots might be neck and neck, but they the strongest dudes at 147. Like it's not even close. It's not even close. They the two strongest dudes at 147. In terms of just pure punching power, and you have different types of punching power, and people, you talk punching power, you thinking Mike Tyson, George Foreman, guys like that. But there's guys, different types of power. You have that one shot knockout power, which very few in history have. And then you got that type of power, that thudding power, where it's just like you land a couple shots, your flight plans change. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the type of
Where
power that
everything
Spence
hurts.
has.
Every time they hit you, it
Everything
hurts.
hurts. Yeah, everything hurts. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I've seen this name before. Markeitha Nard. Big shout out to you. Thanks for jumping on the channel with us. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. My man Boxing First Vlog, his channel. Please subscribe to his channel as well. I'm on point with the banners today. You see the link right down below. Know what I'm saying?
Shout out Boxing Learner. He watching from the channel too. Shout out Boxing Learner. Yeah, Spence did do his thing.
Yeah, big shout out to Boxing Learner. You know what I'm saying? So go subscribe to my man Boxing First Vlog as well. Let me just get back to your actual comment though. You said it looked like Spence on steroids. I think Ugas did the very best he could. So let me address that real quick. Let me change the all right, that'll look better. All right. So let me address that real quick. So Markeitha, I don't know. I'm assuming I'm gonna assume that you've been watching boxing for a while. If you look at Errol Spence from back in the day, amateur days, early in his career, if you notice, his body type always looked the same. Like his body type always looked the same. Of course, the older you get, the more defined your body is gonna look. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fill out more, things like that. He's been at 147 like his whole career. So he, usually guys like that, they look like Superman at the weight. And Spence is a very, very, very big 147. He is a big 147. When he goes up to 154, he's probably going to be bigger than the average size 154. That's how big this kid is. So from somebody from that may not know boxing like exclusively, you can look at him and be like, yo, he look crazy. Like he looked crazy with it. But his body type has always been like that. But Ugas, I just wish he would have did more from a strategy standpoint. And I say that because because people be like, oh, when you feel the body shots, your strategy changed. He wasn't changing his strategy even before the body shots was landed. Like he looked like he had it made up in his mind. He was gonna fight one way, and that was it. Vlog, what you think about that?
I spoke on it. Yeah, him and his corner. So that's cap on his corner, and that's cap on his mindset. Would not, like, I can understand you telling us one thing and trying to show your opponent something throughout your media and through your body actions, actually inside the ring, coming forward. But at some point in time, you wanna give the dude something to think about. Also, you don't want to just show him the picture. Then he's gonna know how to react to the picture. He's gonna like the picture, or he's not gonna like the picture. Obviously, the picture you showed him, he didn't like it, and he showed you why he didn't like it by he putting hands on you. Now, if you change the picture up, show it from a different angle, he might have to question what he looking at. Damn, is this shit tight? Is it not? Whoopie whoop. As far as just giving you something, different ways to analyze the sport from a different point of view. Yeah, he didn't change the picture, bro. So he got what was. And then look, if you look at, he only fights one way, bro. He fights hard from start to finish. He's not the type of guy that takes something off this punch, takes something off that punch, try to look for angles. He's going to accept what you give him. And then if he's not, he's going to go create something by stalking like he did with the Garcia fight. Hold on a second, bro. Do your thing.
No, you got it. Yeah, so the thing with Spence has been the same way since the amateurs. Same style, same, coordination inside of the ring, same offensively, defensively, puts everything in every shot. And Spence very rarely has to go to his B game because his A game is just that good. His plan A is like damn near a cheat code at 147. It's damn near a cheat code at 147 because even if he don't get to you early, he gonna get to you late. That's the type of power he has. And then power is really, Marquita, so power is really magnified when everything is tight. Like people think when you come in wide like this, it's not where the power come from. It's not where the power come from. You know what I'm saying? Vlog will tell you this. Everything got to be tight. When you're throwing it here, everything's tight up the middle. Even your hooks. A guy throw a wide hook. You're going to keep it.
Bring it up
keeping it tight.
Put it on.
If you notice anything with Spence, everything is from the shoulders. So his boom, shoulders, uppercut, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Even his jab, it comes from the shoulder. The jab is not a fast jab. It's not a flicky jab. It's a javel. You know that javel that in the Olympics is one of those sort of jabs.
And he'll shoot it up, and then he'll shoot it down. But either way, it's so centered, you can't avoid it. The only thing you can do is try to block it and swipe it. Or catch it. That's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, one thing Ugas could have done also, if he was going to keep his hands up the way he did, he could have also linked one way or another to kind of take something off the punches. If you're not going to completely move your body, take your head offline. Just because you're guarding up doesn't mean you still have to keep your head on line. You can tilt a little bit like this. You can tilt. He wasn't doing that, bro. He consistently came right down the pike. Now, I'll give him his feet was set the right way most of the fight. He didn't square up a lot with that defense, but at the same time, you didn't give him another picture, bro. You gave him the same picture, and he worked him over, bro. I mean, you 2-to-1 punch output, bro. And most of that power shots, because Spence, I mean, everything he throws is really power. You know what I mean? The straight left is power. Straight right is power. Even you don't see him switch that much, but if he did have to, it's going to be coming power from either side because that's just his game.
Yeah, and Marquita, just to kind of cap that off, the thing with Ugas and when a guy has a great jab, it's really two ways you can try to negate it. You can either jab with him, or you can try to counter over the top. And the reason why it's so hard to counter Spence over the top is because his jab is so long. Even whether he hits you with it or misses you with it, his arm is still extended. So it's hard for you
to you gotta be around that. Yeah, it's an obstacle.
Get around that. It's an obstacle. So you can't do the Floyd Mayweather laying back and try to pop with the right hand because his jab is still out there. Because he can throw that jab and then still control you. He can still control your shoulders and things like that. Similar to what Canelo did with Caleb Plant towards the middle of the fight after he got pot shotted a couple times. That's why Spence hard to deal with. Spence is extremely hard to deal with. Marquita, it's easy from outside in. We as outsiders don't know the power he was up against. We all speak from the outside in, but the thing is we're a little more inside than outside because we know people that has actually been in the ring with Spence, and they can actually describe that type power. Like, he's bullying 154 and 160 pounders in the gym, 168 pounders in the gym. So we have, even though we haven't been in there with Spence, we have an idea of how much that man cracking. And you can listen on your TV screen. Them shots sound different. Them shots sound different, especially live.
Hey, what size gloves did they have?
8s.
Oh, he was feeling all knuckles.
He was feeling all knuckles.
He was feeling thumbs. I mean,
Bro,
God bless, man.
All you heard when he was throwing, all you boom, boom, boom. It sounded like somebody was
at that size. I mean, to me, I mean, 8s hurt Ugas, because if you're a guy that damages easy, and at least you're coming off fight where you took heavy damage, win or lose, you still took heavy damage. So yeah, I don't know. I'd have probably been looking for some 10s myself or something, bro. I need throw me something, bro. Because I can't be swelling up too early, because then you got that going against you as far as a stoppage. And you know they couldn't tell it was broke, but it was so swelled up, you had to stop it.
You know what Spence punches sound like? Sound like you're doing a mic check. With the mic on, you be like boom, 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 boom. That's how his punches sound. Punches sound
now,
crazy.
I wonder if all these Twitter heads and these boxing haters out here gonna ask, is Spence on the juice? Obviously, we know it's a title fight, so there's some sense of testing going on.
It was violent testing.
Yeah, that's my thing. So
yeah.
Are they not? Like, why would you do that to Fundora when that's a guy that don't have that kind of back record and track record? Hey, love. Yeah, I'll probably have a little bit. It may take it to work, though. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
No, right.
So anyway, yeah, like I was saying, though, it's man, I forgot where I was at, man. My girl got me thinking about that food. That shit smell.
That's a time stamp.
22
minutes. Nah, you talking about Spence and the Twitter haters talking about the steroids.
Yeah.
And all that.
Now, as far as like how they came with Fundora and them, and Fundora and the family, it's not something that they kind of known for. They live, you know what I mean, like a clean, sheltered life. You got your daughter in the game, things like that. I don't think that was a team that would come in the game dirtying things up like that. So it was funny that they got a lot of shade for that. You know what I mean? But then you could see it's dudes that can't accept the power from other dudes. And obviously Lubin couldn't take that power that was coming from Fundora, and he got beat up. And look what Ugas, he couldn't take the power of Spence, and his face showed the wear and tear, because the shot that broke his eye was a fucking uppercut, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I ever seen that in boxing, that you get your eye broke from an uppercut.
Yeah. Spence different. Spence is definitely different. So Marquis said we have an idea how strong that man is, for sure. My guy Tree James in the building, man. Big shout out to Tree James. Tree got a third round stoppage Saturday. I want to put this out there. That's my man's third straight victory after his loss he took in Philly, man. Way to bounce back. Tree, I have not seen the whole fight like in its entirety. I know you sent me a message earlier, but I do have the fight. I'm gonna watch it before I go into work tonight, and I'm gonna give you my honest critique on it. I had a couple people hit me up about it, but I gotta watch it myself, and I will definitely rap with you about that. But we gotta have you back on the show, because now we gotta talk with what you're gonna be doing going forward, because your record is starting to get around that record where, you know, PBC might give you a call, Top Rank might give you a call, and they think they got a hot shot and they need an opponent, and they probably gonna call your phone thinking it's sweet. And we might have some action, so we definitely gotta have you on, big dog. And
hey, we want them thinking like that too, Tree. We want them thinking you sweet, because the opportunities will come. You feel me?
And
we want them thinking sweet.
Yeah, and I told Tree that even when he came from Philly, I told him, I said, bro, you're gonna get more opportunities than the undefeated guy. You know what I'm saying? So everything's working out. Several home games, man. Big shout out to Tree, James, Coach Pepe Pena.
Shout out
My
to
man,
Iowa, baby. Shout out to Iowa.
big shout out to Iowa. Matter of fact, let me run them down real quick, man. My guy Chino was just on a PBC card not that long ago. Big shout out to Pacino Hill. You know me and Vlog been rocking with Chino from Giddy Up Jump Street. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Cruz Hitman Stewart. Hopefully you get back on track. T Woods, big shout out to T Woods. Coach Pepe Pena, one of the best coaches out there, man. Mike Patterson, if it wasn't for
Shout
Mike
out
Pat.
Mike. Shout out
Big
Mike
shout
P.
out Mike. Big shout out to Mike P, man. Like
Now
it
the
wasn't for
reason we
Mike
know
P.
a lot of these folks
Yeah,
too. You know what I mean, Mike P?
he's the reason why we know a lot of these dudes, man. So you gotta give it up when it's time to give it up, man. So big shout out to Mike Pat for even putting us on. So we really got a Philly, Iowa, you know what I'm saying, Arizona connection here. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got to start somewhere, man. But big shout out to all those guys out there in Iowa, man, putting in. Where I forgot my man Jay Phillips. My man Jay Phillips too. He coming off of 2 victories. Yeah, I forgot about little Jay, my little bro.
Young Buck. Yeah, just
big
had
shout
his
out to
baby
Young Buck.
like a year or so back.
I got to timestamp this one and send this. I got to timestamp this one and send this to him. But you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to all my guys out there in Iowa, man, putting in serious work, man. But we're gonna get Tree James on the show for sure. Crazy Trio can't be stationary against Spence. If Crawford does that, he's gonna have the same fate. You can't be stationary against Spence. That's a fact. And Crawford's not gonna do that.
Yeah, Crawford
does
do that. Even at this stage of his career, he can move. He still can move. He's not fleet of foot from 5 years ago, but if he gotta take a step off the angle, take double step back, you know what I mean, those sort of things, spin, he's still pivoting cats. I think he pivoted Porter a couple times in that fight. So
he pivoted. His footwork is what got Porter in trouble every single time. Even when he was landing shots and he wasn't landing them totally clean, it was that half step. It was that half step to the right. You know what I'm saying? And them shots over the top. His feet got him the success offensively, but that's what makes the fight so intriguing because you're talking Spence being straight up and down with the shots versus Terence Crawford with the ankles. What opportunities can Terence Crawford create with the angles that he can create with his feet?
Yeah, that's because you got to look at it this way. Angle, even though they say the quickest way to a point is a straight line, an angle can shorten up a straight line. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that is the real way you break that down. The front doorway that Spence fights coming straight down the street, strong and hard, against the way that a guy like Crawford can kind of dip off the side and speed up the block. You know what I mean? Get back in traffic and that sort of thing. So it's gonna be an interesting fight, man.
Yeah, it's a crazy strategy fight, and for the people that's listening, man, can y'all please hit that like button? Like can y'all please hit that like button, man? Y'all not gonna
if you're on the channel, hit that like. If you're on my channel, hit that like, man. We appreciate it.
Yo, you're not gonna get you're not gonna get breakdowns like this anywhere. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Get your pen and pad out. This is what we do. No fluff, no bullshit, none of that. We talk X's and O's more than gossip. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be when it comes down to the sport, man. But crazy trio, you exactly right. You know what I'm saying? You can't be stationary against Spence. And that goes for anybody. That goes for anybody at 147. Even, I have people like, yo, I still have people like, like Boots still beat Spence, he'll beat Crawford. I'm like, he may very well do that. But I'm like, he has the most trouble with Spence because Spence is so straight up and down with the shots and he's so compact. Boots is dynamic, but he's dynamic and sometimes can be wide. And you can't, I've never seen anybody throw in between the Spence shots. That's how tight the shots are. So if I had to pick a matchup between Boots and Spence or Boots and Bud, I would take Boots and Spence because the technical aspect of that would be crazy. Because that'd be the first time like Boots got to worry about what's coming back at him. It would be a fascinating fight, man. I know it'll never happen, but it'll be a fascinating fight. And I wasn't even thinking about it till people like, people being your DMs and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Boxing Learner in the building, man. Big shout out to you, bro. Tapping in on both channels, man. Big shout out to Boxing Learner, man. Always doing the damn thing. He said Errol did his thing. Yeah, Errol, listen, I pay attention. Errol's defense is his offense. And I'm not saying that he can't play defense, but he's typical high guard. If you think about it, he has more of a European type guard. If you really look at it, a lot of high guard, high guard,
you
a
know,
lot of
those guys
catch.
don't use no head movement, so
Yeah, no head movement, just a lot of.
But if you think about it this way, might that take away from the way he fights offensively? So, like you said, his offense is his defense. If he does so much defensively as far as movement, things like that, it might take away from how he sets up his offense. Like, he's not a guy that kind of encounters. Like, you see what I'm saying? He's just coming forward and swinging, or he gonna wait for you to go, and then he gonna go.
Right, exactly. You're not gonna catch, Spence. You're not gonna catch him throwing with a guy. You're not gonna. He may catch and shoot at times, but most times he's gonna wait for you to finish, and then he's gonna get right back to work. And that's what he does. My guy Lenore Thomas in the building. See, that's why I like Lenore, man. Drop that link. He said, I am going to drop it, not this minute, but I am going to drop it though. Markeitha said, okay, got you. Hey, listen, we appreciate you jumping in the comment section. Not everybody's gonna jump in the comment section. My guy Clarence McLean in the building. Big shout out to Clarence McLean. Matter of fact, since big shout out to him. Big shout out to his wife as well. Big supporter of him, man. The No Duck Zone podcast, man. Definitely go tap in with my man Clarence McLean. And we gotta get him on as well. But he's in New York. We're gonna start doing something as far as these amateurs is concerned as well. So we got amateurs, basically amateur scene out in New York with Clarence McLean, and then we got another amateur scene out there in Iowa with Coach Pepe Pena. So we're gonna start putting some things together as far as that. Markeitha Nard said, please get me. I would never disrespect EJ. My comment was just saying I was so impressed with him. Just say he came to show up and show out. No, listen, Markeitha, this is the first time I've seen you on here. Listen, you get on here, you say what you need to say. You know what I'm saying? We here to entertain, we here to educate, we here to motivate, we here to get educated. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you'll stick around and you'll watch us, be entertained by us, grow with us. You understand what I'm saying? And we know it wasn't no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Because there's other people that have said things about Spence, and sometimes you just put in the atmosphere what other people are putting in the atmosphere, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely okay. But the thing with Spence, he been doing it for so long, man. And it's just like, damn, like, can he do this at 154? Can he do this at 160? Or is he just doing this because he's just bigger and stronger than everybody else at 147? It's like, that's the question he's wanting to answer in the future. But right now, he's that dude at 147.
Let me put this out here right now. And I wanted to tweet
Let's go.
But
let's go.
I had got a new phone, and these marks, they won't let me switch over my Twitter to the new phone. So I'm just on another level. We can
troubleshoot that.
But anyway, you know, the biggest letdown in sports right now, or at least for boxing, will be for that fight to be a draw.
What fight?
This undisputed Spence and Crawford.
Elaborate. Why you say that?
Because of the buildup. It's almost like Pacquiao and Mayweather. Literally, like, it was just uneventful, like just the way they fought, and with Pacquiao supposedly having the shoulder thing or whatever. Just, it was uneventful. So the buildup was way more better than the fight. So even with the buildup being what it was and then kind of cooling off lately, if the fight was literally a straight up draw, it would just be like a balloon being blown at a birthday party and catching everybody off guard. Like, it'd just be something kind of unexpected, because you need that answer. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, without that answer, you feel me? It's almost like Bernard and Roy getting back in there and giving us that answer. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me throw this question at you real quick. I wasn't expecting for you to go there. What if it's a Charlo Castano type draw?
That wasn't such a letdown, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No. To get me, I'm talking about from a public perspective, not from us fight dudes, not from us real hardcores. But can you imagine the casuals, all of their in general casual fans and the way they react and all of that? It will be such a letdown. And then you at the point where you got these two guys, I doubt if there's a rematch clause. Number one reason why it's going to cost whoever wants the rematch clause. Let's just say Spence brings it up. That's going to cost him a percentage of money. You see what I'm saying? So that I doubt if we see that in their contract. Like, that's out the window. So no rematch clause. And then with them being at the point of their careers that they at, would you really wait another year and a half for a rematch? Like, come on, these dudes are, you see what I'm saying? So a draw would be just deflating.
Yeah, I hope that don't happen. I hope that don't happen. I think both guys. I think one of them things. I could see it happening in the sense of it being just a. I can see it being a tactical fight with some action, really good action in some spots, and it's one of them type of decisions where it's like, what do you like? You know what I mean? And we get that sometimes with fights, like just what are you looking for in a round? What do you like? I hope it's not that. I hope somebody just take the bull by the horns and go take it. You know what I'm saying? But actually thinking about it, I mean that would be that'd be something. Like, it'd definitely be something. Willie G in the building. Big shout out to you, Willie G. What you guys think? Crawford next to Stan Jonas? No, it's Crawford. It's Crawford. Yeah. It's Crawford.
Jeff, I was talking. I talked to my dude off camera and all that because this is my guy. You know what I'm saying? This is my boy. We from the same city. But anyway,
yeah.
I put out there that Stan Jonas and Conor Benn need to work something out. WBA need to try to force something to kind of, you know what I mean? You got to bridge that gap to after the super fight. There's got to be something after the super fight. These guys are not going to step in the way of that super fight. You see what I'm saying? Because it's undisputed. Obviously, undisputed trumps everything. You're not going to put them in there with Stan Jonas because Stan Jonas ain't the bag. And even though it's technically maybe an in-house fight, it's not going to do numbers yet. Stan Jonas definitely needs to keep his name active somehow. And again, going across the street, good thing. He's not a guy where, they'll be losing X amount of money for sending them over there. They'll be actually making some money off Stan Jonas. These guys are not carrying pay-per-views. They're not carrying main events on a Saturday because nobody knows these dudes. They still, they still Eastern European guys. You see what I'm saying? Hardcore's known, but you think a casual gonna stay up on a Saturday night and wait for Stan Jonas in a main event against Joe Schmo? Stan Jonas would have to be in there with somebody. But like I said, as far as keeping them busy and then giving us a measuring stick for Benn, that's a great fight. That is a great fight. Jeff said that Boxing Scene stole my work, but I put that shit up on IG way before Boxing Scene asked Eddie Hearn about it. So I'm beating all of these quote unquote mainstreamers to the point. You know what I mean? I told the world about Tagu, told the world this fight should be happening. And if it happens, come give your boys flowers, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. They definitely asked Eddie Hearn, what about Conor Benn and Stan Jonas or Avanesian? And his response. I love Eddie. His response. People take him too seriously. A lot of stuff he says, I just laugh. He said, good fighters, but no profiles. But Conor Benn just got out the ring with,
that's my point. But that's my point when I spoke on. I did a video and brought it up in my video too. But like add more to it here on the live. Your guy needs a measuring stick, my dude. You can't keep rolling out this red carpet and recycling these, burnt toast ass dudes and the Khans and the Kell Brooks And they even brought up Adrian Broner. Come on, bro, stop. This guy, again, at some point, you're going to lose your fan base if you continue to do that. These young kids that like this young kid, because he's still a young kid, they're gonna be like, yo, dude, who are you fighting? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you know, at some point in time, and then the hardcore is gonna get on your head, and you're gonna be out there shuffling in the streets trying to explain shit. You don't want to do that. At some time, this is how Stanionis gets his profile up.
No, that's a fact.
So you're gonna be the roadblock for Stanionis? You're gonna be the roadblock for your young fighter getting the test that he needs. Okay, you don't want Stanionis, give him Beterbiev. I mean, better be that.
You know the thing is,
Batayev.
You know the thing that's so funny about Eddie Hearn's comment is he said Avanesian and Stanionis don't have no profile. And the first thing I thought, I was like, well, I guess Chris Van Heerden does. I guess Chris Algieri does too. I'm like, yo, I'd rather a promoter just be like, yo, they solid fighters, but we not looking at them right now. That's okay to say. Like, it's okay to say that.
Yeah, bro, but he that's what I'm saying. And being honest, bro, it's hard for them dudes unless it's in a trashy way. Like, okay, I can be honestly trash somebody else. Then their honesty will come out in that format. But just being honest with saying, yo, it's about time for my youngster to get tested. And in all actuality, if you really trying to move him in that way towards a world title, you got to go past the regular champ to get there. He's the Intercontinental champ against the WBA regular champ. This is a perfect matchup on paper, and it's a gauge for both guys. What's the problem? It's on DAZN, non-pay-per-view situation. You're gonna make tons of money off of the fans that are behind Conor Benn, and then Stanionis to get his uppets, and people will start maybe tuning in because they remember what he did on the past pay-per-view, winning the belt. You don't know that. You shooting a man down before you even try to promote the fight.
Yeah, I think
why? Because you don't want your guy tested. That's why. That's just be honest. Like, we cupcaking this dude whole career, and hopefully a belt will fall in his lap on some Canelo shit. That's what the fuck they trying to do. They trying to Canelo that motherfucker to a title. And that shit might not work in the welterweight division. Just saying.
Well, I think Conor Benn and Avanesian would be a great fight. I think Conor Benn and Stanionis would be a great fight. And I think they'll be great fights because Conor Benn is very athletic. He's very athletic. You think for a guy that looks that bulky, you would think he's not twitchy, like he's stiff. Nah, like his movement is fluid. Like he get busy with the movement inside the ring. I think he can hold his own against damn near anybody at 147. But I think both of those matchups would be great matchups for him. But like you said, it's not about putting him up against the best competition. It's continuing to keep the money, the gravy train moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about.
Bro. But that's what I'm saying. How many main events against the Chris Dartons can you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to see this dude fighting ex-lawyers. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? We need you in there against some real quality opponents. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
you said
I don't
Chris
know,
Darton.
Bro. I like the dude. I
like Conor Benn, man. I like Conor Benn.
You know what it reminds me of? What you're doing. That's I got to be honest with you as a boxing fan, boxing writer, boxing podcaster.
Let me throw this shit away. Is Hearn moving Conor Benn similar to how Floyd is moving Tank?
To an extent, yeah, but I think with Floyd, it wasn't really about the straps. I think with Ben, with Hearn and them, I think it is eventually. I think they want to somehow have things ironed out with this undisputed situation, and in the next year or so, two at the longest, because he's gonna get bigger. He's got to make a move eventually. I think they want to get a trinkle. They want to get a strap kind of fall their way. I really think that's what they're expecting from this welterweight thing, because Like, how many welterweight fights can you have and it not be a real title fight? Like, even like you passed the British Championship shit, you passed the Continental shit, you passed it, the Eastern Wales, Northern European, and all of these other, low grade joints. Why not even go after the IBO welterweight title? Do something. You gotta give me something, bro. Like, you're a titleist. You're a real pound for pound guy. You're just not a showman.
Blunt, you know the thing that's funny, yo? Like, if you look at some of Conor Benn's opponents, right? So Chris Algieri, let's say Chris Algieri and Van Heerden. They were bad matchups. They weren't good matchups when Spence fought them. That was like 5 years ago. So that just goes to show you, like, they just digging in the crates. And that's no disrespect to them guys. It's just levels to it. It's just levels to it. Know what I'm saying? Before we
at the same time aren't you stunning the growth? Aren't you stunning the growth of a potential Hall of Fame sort of guy? You know what I mean? Ain't his dad in the Hall of Fame, International Boxing Hall of Fame? Yeah. So you got a guy that you think you're gonna cupcake his way to the Hall of Fame. That shit is gonna get shot down, bro.
It's either they're stunting his growth, or they don't really believe he's really that good, and they're really just monitoring.
Damn, God damn.
It could be that. Damn, I don't know. Could be. Hold on. I gotta give a couple shout outs though.
I don't want to think that, bro. I don't want to think that.
I don't want to think that neither. Big shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV, man. Big shout out to you, family. He always showing love, man. We show it right back. He retweeted the live on Twitter, tuning in on Twitter. Big shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. David Chambers, big shout out to him as well, tapping in on Twitter. And my man Art Man Boxing, man. Big shout out to Art Man. You know what I'm saying? He's showing love on Twitter as well, man. Big shout out to y'all three, man. We really appreciate the love, man. We give it right back. You know what I'm saying? I know Art Man and Goodfellas Sports TV. I know they familiar with their channels. They put out good work. You know what I'm saying? They definitely put out good work, man. Big salute to all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Adrian, what's going on? Say what's up, fellas. Adrian, big shout out to you, family. Burt Wood, big shout out to you, OG. Said G5, is this a good or bad statement? Terence Crawford, Fundora says, hold on, Fundora. Terence Crawford says cheat code, creative player. I know what you're talking about. Basically, Terence Crawford came out and said, like, just Fundora, just he's like a cheat code in a video game, like just his size, his length, how he fights, and all that. I can agree to that in a sense. Let's remember, like, he was in major trouble in that fight against Lubin, and I think if Castano gets him in that same position, Castano might finish him off. Charlo gets him in that position. Charlo's one of the best finishers in the game. So I don't know if he survives a Charlo assault. There's a difference between a Lubin assault and a Castano and a Charlo assault. I think they're one notch above offensively.
And I think Crawford's off on that also, because you got to look at it. And throughout your boxing career, there's always one of those fights that just was an absolutely terrible, worst matchup the other fighter could have took on. So it don't have to be Crawford, but in a Crawford fight, he was just so bad for whoever he fought. They probably should have never signed a contract. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that particular fight could have been it for Lubin. Like, yo, this is just such a mismatch physically. You know what I mean? I got lucky. I got to him. Like, my skills were able to keep me in to a certain extent. But this dude is just so awkward. This might not have been a good fight to take. And Jeff, you tell us that all the time. It's about the matchups, is how you're matching up. I think Lubin could have got to the belt without taking that fight on. I don't think they should have forced that on Lubin in the first place.
Yeah, me personally, they tried to decorate.
Now, if a strap was on the line, I get it. If a strap was on the line, I get it. But
I think I think they tried to attach some type of interim title or something attached to it. But essentially, it was a title eliminator. But like I said, that was Erickson Lubin's third title eliminator. Like, I mean, damn, like how many eliminators are you gonna have him fight? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, I
my point
mean,
exactly.
let's just keep it a bean. I'm like, yo, y'all could have kept Erickson Lubin busy with other fights until either Charlo's undisputed and he drops his belts, or if he lose the Castano. Like, y'all didn't want to make that Charlo Lubin fight because of what happened in the first fight. It's okay to say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know, with the sport that we're in, man, like what we think is easy truths to tell, they'll tell you a lie in a heartbeat, right in your face. No smiling, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Willie G said Lubin's kryptonite is the uppercut. Yeah, he couldn't get out the way of that uppercut, bro. But listen, Willie G, let me tell you this. Fundora's uppercut is different than anybody's uppercut in the sport. He's the only dude that I know that can throw an uppercut from mid-range. He's literally the
No
only
wind
dude.
up, basically.
No wind
What he
up.
trying to tell you? No wind up.
No wind up. And it's not, and when we mean wind up, we mean coming from here, from the show. Again,
Shoulder rotation.
the shoulder rotation. Usually with an uppercut, it's the shoulder, and then you bringing it through. Shoulder, bringing it through. Shoulder, bringing it through. With Fundora, it's no shoulder. It's literally no, his shoulders don't even move. Like, you can't even track it. He just throws it he almost throw it like a 45 shot. Like, I've never seen nothing like that, not from a lower weight class. It's insane. So yes, it's a kryptonite, but Fundora's uppercut is nothing like I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? The angle at which he throws it, and there's no shoulder, there's no torque. There's no torque to it. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, if Fundora was that good, as far as cheat code wise, he would have been able to do the same thing to Garcia, and he wasn't able to. So,
yeah. Ooh, good comment. Adrian said Billy Joe Saunders' eye was off of an uppercut. That was another one, bro. He broke Billy Joe Canelo broke Billy Joe Saunders' orbital bone with an uppercut. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Adrian, good pickup. Good stuff. Good stuff.
We learned too.
Absolutely. I just forgot. I forgot about that, and I remember that shot too.
I don't remember that tour was so trash. I don't remember any of that shit. Outside, he walked out with a bunch of belts.
I remember that, man. I remember Billy Joe. He threw like a jab, and then he squatted down and was trying to do this. And he squatted down, and Canelo took that half step back, got all the torque into it. Boom! I was like, God damn. It was crazy. So I remember that one, man. Big shout out to Adrian on that one. Second Ezra in the building, man, said peace to my boxing family, man. Big shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you being on. Tree said I'm ready. Yeah, we can trying to think when can we do that? Maybe maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know what your schedule looking like, Tree, but maybe we can do something tomorrow. Hey, you on for a little bit? We usually will just do set interviews, but I actually want you to jump on the live and tell everybody to jump on the live with us. You know what I'm saying? Have all the Iowa up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Burt Wood, question. I have no dog in the fight, but for Bud to be rated pound for pound best without beating the best in Spence or Ennis or Ortiz does not seem fair. P.S. I like them all, but so
now hold up. Now I ain't no Crawford defender, but that what he did at 140 and what he's been able to do at 147 and how he's done it. You know what I mean? They haven't been the greatest names, but he's done what he's supposed to do, man. You see what I'm saying? So that and alone, the longevity of his run, you know what I'm saying? That's Bernard Hopkins. That's with the IBF title. So, you know what I mean? And he's carried the WBO. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The WBO was not on my radar until he got that belt. Like, as far as being one of those guys, like, yo, who is their champion again? He made that shit fancy to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know there's you can do that with the IBO. They have had champions. My dude Emmanuel Taco was one of their champions, but they only known for who's carrying their particular belt now in your boy Ugas. So, you know, is who's carrying the belt too that makes the belt worthy. So I'm saying Bud deserves the pound for pound without those younger names on his resume.
Yeah, Burtwood, I'm gonna follow up on that. Pound for pound is always a touchy subject because I'm like, everybody has their own criteria. So I'm like, I don't knock anybody's pound for pound. As long as you give me an explanation for what your criteria is, then I'm, you know, whatever your pound for pound list is, that's what it is. But as far as Terence Crawford is concerned, he's always been either the top guy for me or the top three for me for this reason. It's almost impossible to get a guarantee inside of the ring. Like, Bud never disappoints. Like, if I had to put my money on something, like if I had to take one person at 147 and decide to go to war with anybody at 147, it's probably gonna be Bud. It's probably gonna be Bud. Like, he give it to you every single time he steps in the ring. Like, he performs every single time. Like, I don't remember Bud having a real off night. Like, I don't remember him having a real off night. Like, he brings it every single time. So he's always going to be in my top 3, 4. Just off of that alone, man, that consistency and him being undisputed and him being, 8-0 at welterweight? He's 8-0 at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? If he beats Spence, I mean, that's icon status. It's icon status. So Burtwood, tell me where you have him at on your pound for pound. Tell me where you have him at. I don't know where I have him on top of my head. I got him top 4 for sure. Willie G, draw ain't gonna happen in the Bud Spence fight. Stoppage or KO.
No, Willie. I get your outlook. My thing is that's still a possibility. And again, back to the original statement, be the biggest letdown the sport could deliver for us. You see what I'm saying? As far as an outcome. And this is just, let's say it's an honest draw. That's from us judging the fight for ourselves and be like, damn, it was that close. I can't pick a winner. Like, it still would be a fucking letdown. We waited 5 years for this fucking fight, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
We could have already had Undisputed some time ago because those other trinkets would have fell right into the lap of the winner of that fight. Whoever had him at the time. They could have just mailed him in. Like, yo, bro, just send me a check, man. We ain't got to fight. Here go your belt.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Mr. G in the building, man. Big shout out to Mr. G. Said at Burtwood, Errol is not considered pound for pound because of his body of work in just the welterweight division. He's considered pound for pound based on his overall body of work in several divisions. He also said, sorry, I meant Bud, not Errol. Yeah, I mean, you can, and that's the thing. Like, the people that's gonna make the argument for Bud, like, yeah, like that's what they gonna say. So but Mr. G, a lot of people share those sentiments, man, for sure. Willie G, I think Benn versus Rashidi is a good one. That's a good fight.
No, I
like that fight.
Yeah, but no, they had the opportunity to do Rashidi.
I know.
Ortiz. They had the opportunity to do Rashidi Benn. They had plenty of opportunity to do Rashidi. Opportunity to prove that he can be an elite. Like, you got my dude still on the contender list, my dude. Like, come on, bro. I'm glad he had PBC, but he in the Sharks tank. Goddamn.
And the thing is, though, Conor Benn, Rashidi Ellis, that's a winnable fight for Conor Benn. It's a winnable fight for Conor Benn. There ain't nothing to run.
But it's a winnable fight for Rashidi if his speed is up the farm. If he can take that shot.
The one thing I noticed about Rashidi is when he had his one step up in competition. Yeah, of course he was the faster guy, but he was real skittish. Like, he looked real nervous. Like, most of the fight, like, cautious. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't seen Rashidi in a minute. Like, you think about the last time you actually seen Rashidi in the ring, like, putting in work.
It was almost a year and a half. He had a low-key fight. Yeah. When they had when I think on that Laura card, I think when Laura
his last fight,
bro, that was a while ago, bro. It was like the first fight up too.
Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago. Like, you haven't seen Rashidi in the ring putting in work for a minute. But we get it
But
though. He was
bro,
waiting for that contract to go out.
you went with Sharks though, dude. God, dude, you could have went to Top Rank. I'd have probably tried to fuck with Probellum over there with Regis and them. I don't know, bro. You went to deep waters. But at least if he sits around, he's gonna be getting paid. Like you know what I mean? His sit around pay will probably go up.
Yeah, he definitely in the Shark Tank for sure. Willie G, he said it's not gonna work at welterweight division. Second Ezra, Benny versus Mean Machine is a great fight. Yeah, I like that fight. I like that fight. I'm not gonna lie. Why you don't like that fight, bro? You don't like Conor Benn and Mean Machine?
Again, that's another recycled name. It's not like Mean Machine went on this 3-4 fight winning streak and kind of reestablished himself. You see what I'm saying? He loses.
Yeah, but you can't throw him in there with the Chris Algieri's neither. He's better than that.
That's why I said I gave you the best. To me, your best relatable fight, marketable, promotable fight is the WBA situation where they'll sanction that fight, bro. So there's a bag in that fight. The way Ben Hearn could promote the fight, he would in himself amplify Stan Jonas' profile, as he said. So you not making that fight because you don't want your guy tested. That's as simple as that, bro. You don't want this guy.
I respect Conor Benn if he took Mean Machine over Broner. That's a better fight than Broner.
Oh yeah, I did again. Then if you do that, I'd respect him if he took the Kell Brook fight. If you want to say
I respect that fight too. Yeah, I think there's a couple fights.
Yeah, but again, I don't know. I don't even know if Kell Brook is a proven fight. If you can be like, yo, this is the gauge. Kell Brook, wear and tear. So if you beat Kell Brook, you beat an older fighter. You beat a guy with some, you know what I mean, some nails in his tires. You feel me? So how much credit would you get for that? You beat Mean Machine. He's been down and knocked down to the elites, but somehow survived. And you go 12 with him, fighting for a meaningless intercontinental title. You don't need those rounds at this time. You need the competition.
Right. Willie G,
Charlo, in the young competition.
Yeah. Willie G said Charlo knocked him out with an uppercut as well. Yeah, but he didn't break his orbital bone though. He's talking about shots from an uppercut that breaks the other guy's orbital bone. Mr. Motivator in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Is that echo coming from your end, bro?
No, I ain't got no echo, bro. That the fan. I just turned the fan off. We ain't got no noise over here, man.
Okay.
That's just.
All right, I had to check my phone.
It's the internet, man. Shit, it's the internet.
You good, Mr. Motivator. Who you guys got? Spence, Crawford. Just want to hear your opinions. You shoot first, bro.
God damn. Jesus Christ. Crawford by 2 rounds. I think the one thing I think edges him is he moves better than Spence. His footwork is superior than Spence, and I think that's enough that can get you in and out of danger, get your shit off, things like that, in a close fight. Because, like I said, they both a little bit older, so they're gonna have some dull points in the fight where it might not be because they're gonna both be cautious. Again, you're going up against the best, so you're gonna have those cautious points in the fight. I like Crawford by 2 rounds.
Yeah, I see Crawford 7-5. Only because Bud is gonna give him enough angles to where Spence is gonna have to reset. The more Crawford makes Spence reset, the better off he's going to be. Like his main objective should be to lower the punch output of Spence. If he can do that, his movement, angles, and his own punching power too. Because you've seen Ugas hurt Spence. Crawford cracking way harder than Ugas.
Yeah, with both hands.
Both hands. Facts. You see, Mr. Motivator, he got more of a bag of tricks than Spence too. Yeah.
Yeah, footwork.
That's true.
That footwork helps with your bag of tricks, where you can punch from different angles. And I think he has a decent punch variety. I don't know if it's so much better than Spence's, but he does hit you from different angles. He throws the uppercut very well inside. Throws that looping uppercut, that 45. So you know what I mean? And he got that overhand. If you want to be too high guard and he want to set you up by throwing high, so you think, okay, I can just stay high, that's when he can eat you to the body. So, you know what I mean? He can actually make Spence's guard go higher by throwing overhands. So that'll actually make Spence lift his arms up so he doesn't get hit towards the top of the head. That sets something up to the body. Those are tricks. Those are things that, and again, we didn't see that from Ugas. It's like Ugas just was like, yo, if you beat me, you beat me. And it's like, yo, bro, you don't win a belt like that. You see what I'm saying? This is fucking human chess, bro, with your fists. You got to set some things up. You might have to take a shot to get something later on down the road. You know what I'm saying? So, man, bro, I didn't like that game plan whatsoever.
Me neither. Burt Wood, G5, easy fight for Stephen Fulton is to face Danny Roman next on Saturday, June 4th, 2022. Burt Wood, that is not an easy fight for Stephen Fulton. I do think Fulton's going to win the fight, but Roman is not going to be easy work. Roman is a good fighter, but I do think Fulton is a level above. If Fulton's on this game, that's a 9-3-8-4 fight if he's on this game. What you think, Vlog?
I like an 8-4 fight in that one.
Yeah.
Because of the speed advantage.
Yeah.
Pure speed. But then again, Fulton is a type of fighter that will fight your style and beat you at your style, or at least attempt to. But he hasn't lost that yet because he didn't lose to Figueroa, and he did that in the Figueroa fight. He fought Figueroa's style, but he beat him at his style. So I can't say he can't do that to Danny Roman, that inside sort of game. But Roman just he a step slower. He's a tough guy, but when you're a little bit slower than these elite fighters, you behind the 8 ball, no matter how tough you are.
Facts. I think 9-3-8-4. Mr. Motivator, Kell Brook is not it, bro. Too many miles on the clock. I agree.
I agree with you. That's why I said you don't give me these washed up, not what washed up, but recycled. I don't need that from this dude, and you want to show me he's an elite, or at least he needs to show us boxing fans, show himself. He might need that for himself, bro. He might be tired of these fucking cupcakes. Anybody think of that?
True. Willie G. I'm talking about he knocked Lubin out with an uppercut as well. No, I hear you on that. He definitely did.
Yeah, we agree.
Mr. Motivator, I absolutely agree. My guy, Rob Acosta, what is going on, big bro? What's up with you? Off top, I want to give you your propers on strength conditioning you did with Zachary Ochoa. Winning strong 10 rounds with Brandon Lee. I wish he would have stood in there a little bit more and put his 10 toes down and let Brandon Lee know he was there. But he looked fresh the whole 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't see him like with a major decline in energy and things like that, man. Big shout out to Rob Acosta, man, for sure. Willie G, Spence wasn't hurt off balance. Yeah, Willie G, he was hurt. He talking about,
bro, first of all, hold on, Willie. He got his mouthpiece knocked out, then he got clipped again. Something hurt him in there, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
Staggered. He staggered.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie G, you always pay attention to the legs, bro. The legs don't lie. He had a little borderline stank leg going on.
Bro, his legs took him to the ropes. His upper body didn't take him to the ropes. His legs took him to the ropes.
That's a fact.
They needed some help to stabilize themselves real quick. He got clipped. Yeah, happens.
Facts. Hey, Rob Acosta, man, we gotta line something up, man. Get you back on the show, man. Pick one of your young pups that you got that you doing strictly conditioning for, man. Y'all come on through. You know what I'm saying? Come on through to the show, man. For the people that don't know Rob Acosta, that's a strictly conditioning coach for one of the hottest fighters in the world, man, Jerron Boop. But I'm just here to let y'all know that Rob Acosta is bigger than just Jerron Boop. There's a lot of other dudes that he do strictly conditioning for. And he's extremely effective, one of the best in the business, man. So let's work something out, bro, for sure. Mr. Motivator, this is definitely the best boxing podcast on YouTube in terms of opinions. Keep it up, guys. Well, hey, man, we appreciate the kind words, man. And not tooting our own horn, but we believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? We believe it. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, man, for sure.
Well, the one thing I like to say about that, bro, is a lot of other podcasts seem to have more of a fan base feel. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. I like fighters. You know what I'm saying? I like a diversification of fighters for different reasons. You know, he ain't always got to be a brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Derviev is my favorite white boy fighter. He just lost, but it was a good fight, though. You see what I'm saying? So I think, you know what I mean, if you listen to a lot of other podcasts or you listen to a few of them, you might kind of get that feel, too. Like, this is more of a, like, they like a certain guy and their talk is catered to that. So if you're not talking about guys you know, of true fans of, it's kind of like you ain't got no say-so in boxing, and I don't really get that. I think you got to understand the sport to kind of find out who you like. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mr. Motivator said it's all Eddie Hearn protecting his potential cash cow. That is a fact.
Okay, peep this, Mr. Motivator. At some point in time, wouldn't you think the fans would tune out to the cupcake drive? At some point in time, people got to say, man, I'm full of cupcakes and stuff. I gotta push back from the table, bro. So your cash cow piggy bank might get affected. You know, you feel what I'm saying? Like you kind of got to analyze it from that perspective too. Like how many cupcakes can you keep giving the fans before they have their fill? And then it's no longer a cash cow. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got DAZN subscription. I didn't watch that shit. I went back and watched what's her name's Alicia Bumgarner fight, and I thought she should have got rid of old girl, because old girl didn't put up much resistance outside of just being naturally a tough lady. But Bumgarner should have got rid of her. She should have, I mean, maybe, you know, stepped on some of the power sort of side of the game, but she was slick as normal, punching strong, you know what I mean, solid boxer in there, but wasn't nothing spectacular about the whole event, bro. And then you did all that build up and this dude couldn't make it 2 fucking rounds. Come on, bro. Don't nobody want to see that shit, bro. I didn't watch it. And I pay for that shit every month, $26 after taxes. So
I'm sorry, I just had Bumgarner in one of them dresses in my head, man. I was out in left field.
Oh man, you gotta see the pic. I called her. She with the muscles. You know what I'm saying? She looking good. She had the one piece on. You know what I'm saying? I got my girl to like that pic. Like, I like that one too. I was like Beauty and Braun. I bought it.
Bro, crazy. Rob Acosta said, great card, bro. I made sure all scenarios is covered when I was working with Zach. Very, very detailed. Matter of fact, let me get to his last comment.
One thing I have to say about Ochoa is that could have been their game plan to make it, because this is quote unquote KO artist, or what they kind of wanted them to be, a KO guy. So if your main game plan was conditioning and trying to, I wouldn't say survive, but it really is surviving, that takes away from what you could do offensively, in my estimation, as a guy looking at it from a trainer in a strategist sort of game. Like, I get it, your conditioning got to be there, but at some point in time, you're going to have to push the gas tank because offensively we have to do certain things. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, hey, Rob, they actually have that fight on YouTube on Showtime, so we can actually show it. So when we bring you on, I actually want to actually show part of the fight. I would say maybe the last 3 rounds. And big shout out to Bread Man too, because he was working the corner for Zachary Ochoa. That's J Rock's trainer. And the last 2 rounds, 3 rounds, like Zachary Ochoa made a decision that he was going to stand there and throw some shots. And I will say this about Brandon Lee. He is a sucker for an overhand right over the top. That Danny Garcia no look hook, he's a sucker for that shit. When he steps up in competition, watch for that.
Just with him, bro, I'm gonna tell you what was wrong with him in that fight. He didn't expect that shit to go 6 rounds. Brandon Lee was fighting as if he didn't. Like, what the fuck? Like, he was fighting as if, like I said, what the fuck? Why am I still in here? Because this dude actually designed a plan not to allow himself to be knocked out with your speed and your early flash that you be overwhelming these other fighters with. Yeah. Brandon Ochoa, respectful dude in the ring. He ain't no chump. But a lot of them other dudes probably didn't come in looking for a win, but they definitely didn't come in looking to not get blown out easy, because a lot of them dudes allowed themselves to be blitzed by Brandon Lee. If you look at a lot of his fights, bro, so if he blitzes a lot of guys and he doesn't get them out of there, he kind of slows down a lot of fights. So that takes that power off. He's not a guy that has power late either. So you don't want him in deep waters too soon with them 25 victories. That shit is a misleading resume.
Yeah, I think again, I like Brandon Lee. He definitely won the fight. But you could tell there was moments in this fight. Vlog, tell me if I'm wrong. It was moments in that fight where he was moving real lazy, wasn't really cutting off the ring. He didn't really care to cut off the ring. And he had a lot of spots in that fight where it was just dull, like it was just dead. You know what I mean? Did you get that feel too?
Yeah, that's why I said he didn't get the blitz out early. That 4th round KO, that that 5th round stoppage, he definitely had to be like, yo, it's reserve time. So I'm a pressure, but I'm not going to really pressure to stop this dude. Like, I'm a pressure to stay close, because he's not a guy that really fights super well from the outside, that 1-2 sort of style. So he got to get close and put that speed on you that way. So he again, Ochoa, big salute to him, man. So that conditioning that coach did, to me, did a lot to his mental, because it was like, okay, mentally I can physically make it. Now I know physically I can make it, so that's helping his mental, which allow him to deal with the speed and what power Brandon Lee did have early. So again, I thought Ochoa could have went it forward at probably about 8. About 8, he could have kind of started coming forward a little bit, pressing, tie up, hitting, that sort of dirty boxing, which I didn't see out of either guy. You know what I'm saying? They either tied up and waited for the ref, or they just tied up and broke naturally. You know what I mean? I didn't see a lot of the dirty boxing, which also leads to draining your opponent. Got to get them in. They might not count on the scorecard. They don't count for our damage.
Yeah, Ochoa had the safety. He had the safety on too long. Sometimes you gotta just let the clip go. He had the safety on too long, man, for sure. Because when he started standing there, started letting his hands go, he was doing some solid work. He was doing. Actually, I want to get Ochoa on the show, man. Hey, Rob, can we get Zachary Ochoa on the show? I would love to talk to him. We would love to talk to him. You look at the last from 8 to 10. It was one round where he was just taking shots, like he was moving and taking a lot of shots. After that round, Breadman was just like, yo, start stepping forward, start throwing some shots, or start stepping forward. Ever since, once Breadman told him that, he literally went and did that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey Rob, man, get this Zachary Ochoa, man. If y'all two jump on, man. That'd be great. Let me see. Mr. Motivated said, "Yep, Spence was hurt. Yeah, he was definitely hurt. He said, "Let me know. I'll get on real quick before I go work out." Rob, let's shoot for tomorrow. If you can jump on before you work out, man. Like that'd be cool, bro. Because I really want to get your opinion on just the young pups you got in the gym and Zachary Ochoa and you know what I'm saying, like what's going on with Boots right now and all that, man. Big shout out to Rob Acosta, man, for sure. Willie G just rewatched Spence when he stumbled. Yeah, he got clipped. I would say stunned, not hurt though. I can go with stunned. He was definitely stunned.
But stunned is hurt.
Stunned is hurt, right? That's why I say we can go with it. You know what I mean?
It might not last as long as your normal hurt, but it's hurt. Shit.
Yeah, nah, that's 100% facts. And I don't think I shouted him out, man. Big shout out to VP Shane, man. Out in parts unknown, doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the VP.
Yeah, we got all 10 the family. Salute to the little bro. You feel me?
Absolutely. Big shout out to Shane. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we gotta get it before we jump off this joint because I don't want to do too much today because we got a whole week's worth. Talk about this thing, Jonas Batayev, bro.
My dude Batayev got to do something defensively if he wants to kind of move forward. You know what I mean? Like I saw good head movement when it came to trying to get his shots off against Jamal James. I didn't see that same good head movement in this fight. It was like that jab couldn't miss for Stanionis. So you want to look and he also is subject because if you look back at the fight that's kind of got the NC on the record against Disputing that he was getting touched up in that one too. You know what I mean? Even though that was a close fight, I remember that fight. It was on my radar because I thought at the time Disputing was going to be that guy that's in this scenario that just happened this weekend. But obviously he was on. What you say, G5? Give it to the peoples.
Which one? What you talking about?
Disputing was on. What we say on this channel? Would they be on?
Fattest juice.
Exactly. So that worked out for Batayev because it didn't show up as a donut on his record at the time, but that style of fight, he came right back in. Like again, if you got some sort of sting or some resistance to your punches, or some power to your punches, you can keep him busy enough where he won't overwhelm you himself. And that's what Stanionis did. Stanionis was taking some work too, but he didn't wilt like James did. James wilted. That's that pressure, you know what I'm saying? Pressure bust pipes. And James got his pipes bust that night. He had leaks from the basement to the goddamn attic. You feel me? I don't know why you got pipes in your attic, but he had them and they was leaking. You feel me? But the boy Stanionis, he stood up under it, and the main thing was that jab, and we was talking about it. He do got one of the top. He got to be in the top 5, top 10 jabs in boxing currently. That motherfucker couldn't miss. So you got a good windshield wiper like that with a pressure fighter.
I like that. Windshield wiper. I might have to borrow that.
It's me, baby. It's okay.
Borrow that, man. That windshield wiper.
Send me the man. What I say? What you saying to me? Pat him down, baby. Pat him down.
We get on the inside. You gotta pat him down. Yo, I see that joint. I was like, yo, if that ain't vlog, yo. Like,
you hear me? That's why I said that windshield wiper right there that Stanionis was using. But Better Bevap couldn't go in there. He didn't know what the fuck to do. He didn't know what's coming from the right, coming from the left. He was like, shit, I can't just rush in and pounding. And that bob and weave, he was not using it defensively. That's when you can also use it. You don't have to be bobbing and weaving to set up a hook on some Mike Tyson shit. You can bob and weave just to keep your rhythm going and be defensive. He is the most. I mean, he reminded me. Why do I like these white boys that are terribly defensive? God damn, him and Babyface are the two worst defensive dudes, and I like both of these cats, bro.
And you like Beefy.
Another dude that's defenseless. God damn. And I'm a fucking boxer, southpaw, slick dude by my own nature. You would think I'd lean more towards the Floyds but I don't know, man. These dudes big fan friendly, bro. I think better be that he turned the corner.
You know who probably the worst defensive fighter I've seen that got a name, yo? Ted Cheeseman.
Oh fuck. You expect his face to look like, a pounded some melted cheese. You expect that.
Bro, he got a sign on his forehead to just say hit me. That's how bad his defense is. Man. Just hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and why it's like, damn, bro, this is not a barroom brawl, homie. This is a boxing match. Yeah. Show some signs of lean, some signs of put your shoulder out, tuck your chin. This dude shit up there, like Cheeseman chin be out there like he got a stick under it.
Yo, his defense like he taking pictures. Get my good side. Get this side. Get that side.
Oh shit! Shout out Ted though, man. He a tough guy, man. Boxing needs those tough guys.
Big shout out to Ted Cheeseman, man. Let's see. Mr. Motivator, also, what you make a Pitbull with Garcia, that seems to be the fight they want to make for him next. I don't like that fight.
Bro, what is with this dude trying to physically fight dudes? Okay, you guys might have the same weight range on paper. You're a fucking junior middleweight in the ring. And you're about 1.5 feet taller than this dude. Stop, bro. I don't care how tough Isaac Pitbull Cruz is. I don't want to see that sloppy ass fight. I don't want to see this dude missing, the other dude missing. Ryan Garcia is not the most accurate dude. And we already know Pitbull Cruz is hard to hit. You see what I'm saying? Because of just his body type. So why would I want to see that? There's no belt on the line that's not springboard one of them dudes towards Cambosis or anything like that, or even Haney. Then the winner. We know Haney gonna win, but currently Cambosis is the more titled champion. So it's not gonna do that, bro. I don't like that fight, bro. And it's a crossover fight. When the fuck have these dudes last time they worked like that consistently, where they just going back and forth across the street as all willy-nilly, the way these fighters be talking as if this shit just happens every other month. Stop it. This shit's not going to happen. You're not going to send him over there with the possibility he get jawboned. And then he got to come back and rebuild him. This ain't giving De La Hoya no more money to rebuild this dude who already took 18 months out the ring or however long he was gone.
Mr. Motivator, I just don't like the fight. Like, Garcia's gonna have like a 7-inch height advantage. He's gonna be punching down all night, and Pitbull Cruz is gonna be getting low all night. And with Ryan Garcia, he punches with his chin straight in the air, and Pitbull is too short to take advantage of it.
But that's the point. Even if he does punch, with his shoulders, he a little bit better with the shell when you're making somebody reach. He's not good when somebody's more or less to his range of punching. His shell is terrible. But when these little guys, as if I'm shouting out my dude Tagu, because goddamn shit, I mean, it was like he was trying to punch a goddamn oak tree. So, excuse me. But he can make these guys make him look half decent defensively, where he can deal with those shorter overhands, because they're going to be shorter from a shorter guy. Easy to defend that. You make your defense look better. That's what I'm trying to give him credit for. He looked a little better defensively, but again, you're not fighting the strongest dude, and you put on all this excess weight that gave you an advantage in the fight. And I didn't hear nobody shitting on this dude for that, man. You didn't even get a dude a fair fight. what the fuck, bro? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's another reason why I don't want to see you go fight somebody even smaller than goddamn Tagu.
Yeah, I would. I mean, give me Garcia, JoJo. I'll take Garcia, JoJo. Pitbull is too short, too damn short, man. Like I don't want to see that. Willie G, LOL. Boxing learner Batayev got beat up by the jab. Yes, he did.
That's what I said, man. He couldn't get through that motherfucker like rain through an umbrella. I mean, that motherfucking jab was out there, consistent, and it wasn't even like he was ranging with it. He literally just kept poking it out. Well, you know, a lot of times dudes will range with their jab and then they'll pop it. He just kept popping it, and it was the perfect range every time he threw it. You know what I'm saying? And neither of them, I didn't see the greatest footwork, so it wasn't like his footwork was setting his jab up. Just, man, I better be that was terrible defensively, bro. That was a terrible defensive effort. Yeah, again, with two welterweights that have major opportunities in front of them, you put on that defensive effort. That's capped as your corner, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's your people that's working with you. They not in your ear telling you, yo, we got to reset this in the middle of this fight. Fuck all of that other shit. We got to do something different. These are opportunities, I wouldn't say of a lifetime, but they opportunities that you kind of don't want to, you know, take for granted, so to speak. But being young, it's only his 15th fight, bro. Technically, like his 16th fight. So, you know, he can go on another 5-fight winning streak and bang, be right back in the title picture in another year and a half. So I ain't mad at that. He definitely needed growth. So he need to fight more guys that box, that'll actually fight him, though he got to show some defense to get his offense off. Because if he keeps moving up this elite ladder and fast tracking, he might end up getting knocked the fuck out. And he's supposedly the power KO guy. So I don't want to see that from the dude. I want Raz at the, in the camp to kind of refocus.
Hey, boxing learner, you want to know what makes Stan Young's jab so good, yo? I haven't seen a dude in a long time that can start off a combination with a jab, end it with a jab, and on top of that, he can throw a jab in the middle of his combination. He can give you the hook, and then give you two jabs and another hook.
Now, have you got to think of Stan Jonas in this aspect too? People don't look at the jab in this format enough, but the jab is a defensive weapon.
Absolutely.
So he can be doubling down on the jab for those reasons, offensively and defensively. Because if I hit you with a jab, I'm able to offset your offense. So that's a defensive move, really. You feel me?
And you controlling the distance.
Defensive, another defensive sort of aspect of boxing.
Right.
So his jab is both.
Mr. Motivator laughed and said that's quality. Birdwood, guys, your thoughts on Cruz maybe to fight Ryan and news media making Pitbull the new star? Mr. Motivator laughed and said, you guys killing me over here. He said, that's why Ted got his cherry pop last time out. Man, listen. Yo, like
Ted be fighting dudes like everybody his family member. You know what I mean? You know how you wouldn't expect your family member to really raw dog you if you was in a little squabble with him or something like that. That's how he fight. And you not realizing these dudes is out here trying to hit him with a shovel. It's like, come on, Ted, get your shit together, Playboy.
Ted is amazing, man. Like Ted is amazing, yo. Like people been Will Smithing him for a long ass time, you know. God damn. He the type. You know how in wrestling when when they used to punch Hulk Hogan, they'll punch him in the face and he'll be like, and then you'll punch him like 4 or 5 times. He'll be like, and then it'll start exploding. Like that's Ted Cheeseman. Like
he gotta get his engine going, hit him in the mouth.
Right. Mr. Motivator, I'm a big fan of Ted, but he cost me money this fight. No, actually, me and Vlog thought he was going to lose that last fight. We called that one. I was like, this dude got the zombie chat. He can't be knocked out. Bro. Ted Cheeseman is different, bro. That's all I'm going to say. He's different. And that's that. Matter of fact, before we go, I actually want to run this. I want to run these Spence highlights real quick for people that see it. On a second.
Oh, we set up. Do a little play-by-play.
Yeah, little highlights. Hold on a second. Hold up.
You actually supposed to edit that off camera, and then what's the name?
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Likely be known as the best welterweight in the world. Typically, Cuban fighters are tricky. You'll get that combination by your Dennis Ugas, the WBA champ. This is the most active and aggressive we've seen Errol Spence in some time.
Spence has put on Ugas, and that one hurt Ugas, I believe.
Ugas might be hurt. Spence is pounding on the body of your Dennis Ugas like how he did in the heavy bag in his gym. Look at this bully. Sean Porter, big one.
That's a stack leg.
Spence is hurt. He was, I don't know if he was wobbled or off balance or what, but my goodness, what a sequence.
And that shot hurt him too, bro.
Spence is hurt.
And that one.
Oh my God, Spence is hurt. 232 for a 37% connect percentage. And an uppercut. Ugas is hurt. Ugas is hurt. Spence going on the attack.
Into the body, and now
Ugas comes Ugas. Spence with the counter right hand of his own.
Spence has been in the Lions Den.
Would be the most gratifying, most satisfying.
Yeah, that was a shot.
This would be the biggest win in the career of Errol Spence. And this one is over. Errol Spence Jr.
Yeah, hold on a second, put my headphones back in. Well, you can see that was for Willie G right there. I wanted to actually show like that them shots that Ugas was catching Spence with. He was hurt by them shots. He got hurt with like 4 different punches. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess it's time, man. You know, it's time to start talking Fury White. You know, we got to
Facts.
Get ready to get that out the way so we can possibly get the undisputed maybe this year.
Bro, that fight ice cold right now, bro. Ain't nobody talking about
Fury
right
and
now.
White.
Ice cold. Yeah, it's like ice cold in these streets right now. Ain't nobody talking about it. Maybe they'll talk about it like later on in the week. But it's a great fight. Don't get me wrong. Like, great fight. He said those commentators were poor. YouTube would have been better in there. You're damn right. That's a fact. That fight coming up this weekend, ain't it?
That's what I said. That fight on his way up. What is it, 23rd?
Yeah, that fight coming on Saturday.
That's what I said. We gotta get ready to talk White and Fury, baby. I know White ain't promoting the fight, but we as fight fans get to break it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. This is what we do. This, you know, this is our this is our profession, so to speak. You know what I mean?
It's our profession, our safe haven.
Side gig.
Absolutely.
This box.
So tomorrow we're gonna have Tree James on. We'll talk about his victory this past Saturday. We're gonna have strength and conditioning coach Rob Acosta on. He's gonna jump through. Hopefully he can get Zachary Ochoa on as well. That'll be a good look. And we kind of talk about more of the fights that happened over the weekend. We still got to talk. We got to talk the Crowley fight. We got to talk. Well, ain't really too much else to talk about over the weekend. I mean, we touched on pretty much everything else. So, and then we can move on to doing like we split it half and half. You know what I'm saying? Get Rob out the way, get Tree out the way, and then we can talk to him like and Tyson Fury. Mr. Motivator, I couldn't even get tickets for it, bro. I'm in the UK, it was sold out fast.
Crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Man, hopefully, Dillian White show up for the fight. Goddamn, he ain't showed up for none of these press conferences. Did he show up for the signing, or did they email that motherfucking contract? Like,
right.
Motherfucker Dillian White is playing the shadows like a motherfucker. I ain't mad at him though. You know what I mean? Because we know Fury, a big part of his game is that mental shit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Dillian White didn't feel like playing that. Not that he can't, you know what I mean? But I've never known him to be a guy that's, kind of like a banter dude. Like he'll shoot his shit here and there when he's been at the ring events for Eddie and them. But he ain't a guy that's carrying a whole platform like that. So I'm glad he playing like this. It's something different, something new. I'm sure it's been done before, but maybe not recently or with such a big name concerning a big fight.
And this much money on the line too.
Yeah, you fought in court for this opportunity. So
absolutely,
you know what I mean? How you playing it is strange to us fans, but ain't nobody mad. Just show up for the fight, motherfucker. Shit. Fuck them press conferences. Show up for the goddamn fight. We can talk our shit for you.
Right. Will Stokes said, yo, what's G, bros? Big shout out to Will Stokes, man. Season 2 winner of the Prediction Fantasy League. Will, we waiting for Shane to get back to headquarters, and then we're gonna get everything going as far as getting you your championship belt, getting that bread out to you, that prize money out to you, all that. We're waiting for Shane to get back, so hopefully by next week he'll be back. Will Stokes,
ain't Will out there on the same side of the planet?
Yeah, they on the same side. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. You know what it is, Will. You know what I mean?
You already know. We're gonna get that. We're gonna say that together. Got you. Will Stokes, what do you make of that 6th round for Spence? Was he really rocked, or was it all but a mix up or something? No, he was hurt. We just showed it. We just showed it.
I mean, that's part of the game, but it's a good thing because it gives us something, or it gives at least Crawford fans something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this dude's not invincible, blah, blah, blah. So it's a good thing. Shout out Ugas for doing that.
Absolutely. Mr. Motivator, White took the right approach. He's not going to benefit from engaging in psychological warfare with Fury.
White he's a good personality, so it may have helped to sell the fight better, but if that thing sold out like that, then it just was going to do natural numbers regardless of all of the banter. So big shout out to both of them for carrying the steam that they carry over that side.
Absolutely. Mr. Motivator, I'm sure he will turn up. Yeah, Dillian White gonna definitely turn up fight night. He gonna lay it all out there.
And turn up. Turn up.
Yeah.
This motherfucker fatter than bruised Deontay Wilder. We gotta get one back for the team, baby. I'm saying I don't know racial shit, but I'm just saying, goddamn, man down, bro. Next man step up. This motherfucking big ass, jolly green giant ass motherfucker. Somebody chop this dude the fuck down. Nah, Furious Savage though. I ain't hate it.
Yeah, the facts, man.
He actually grew on me. And be honest, bro. All glove gate and all this nonsense. His personality, you kind of do need that with boxing, bro. You can't depend on these suits to carry these pressers and carry the build up for the fight, man. Like, they don't have 100 Eddie Hearns out here. Like Al and them shit. If you depending on Al Hearn, or Al Heyman, man, when nobody come to the fight because they ain't nobody ever seen this dude. So you see what I'm saying? Like you kind of need good characters with the boxers in themselves. You know what I'm saying? The fans just don't. They come for all of that when it comes to boxing.
Yeah,
ring walks and all of that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Motivator, yeah, they're saying like 94,000 at Wembley. Yeah, it's close to like 100K. Yeah.
You're gonna need a pirate's lens to watch the fight out that motherfucker, nigga. Nigga, I understand that, nigga. Nigga, god damn. I'm not going to that motherfucking 94,000.
Yo, what was that? An hour 45 minutes? Oh my god. He said you need a pirate's lens.
God damn. You're gonna be out that motherfucker like this. Oh, was that a right hand?
They charging you $400 to go and you gotta bring your own telescope.
No, nigga, they gonna have you where you gonna have to sign off on a health joint where, like, you know, nosebleeds, nigga. Hey, we ain't got no it. That on you wanna go sit up there. He ain't told you got to go sit up there. It's what you can afford. So, man, bro, I'm just saying, bro. That's gonna be a packed house, though, bro.
The people underneath, they're like, "Why I got blood on the back of my shirt?"
Dripping from up there, nigga.
Dripping from up top. Oh man, they said those tickets weren't cheap either, bro. Way up in the nosebleeds. Hey, man.
Man. Believe it. I believe this. That's gonna be the shit, bro. Is that gonna be better than anything? Excuse me, that Anthony Joshua could do out that way like that? Is he really filling up the seats like that?
Out there, he would.
You think so? If it was either of the three guys in a fight that would fill up like that, I'm asking the folks that's over there. Will, Mr. Motivator, them two.
I think he could.
I would hope so.
They're gonna be selling Kleenex at the fight, bro.
Those fights between either guy, shit, the barn burner, just based on skills that each is bringing into the fight.
They're gonna have a concession stand just for Kleenex tissues and shit. Stuff your nose.
Yeah. Man, whoa. Man, I got a feeling it's gonna be some fights outside the fight, because each fan probably got their homers. You know how them dudes is. They got that soccer mentality over there, bro. So you might get a group of your white dudes over here, a bunch of them rowdy rude boys or whatever. Get your little soccer head dudes, that's them gypsies and them Fury fans, and man, that shit might get thrown. That might go down in the damn parking lot, bro. I have to put the cameras on the parking lot and pay-per-view that motherfucker.
Hey, bro, they know.
Hey, bro, everybody knows it's gonna be something.
Man, one thing we do know, they know it's gonna be bleed before punchline. I'll tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? Straight in the nosebleeds.
Facts, bro, because that's crazy. They gonna have to helicopter them motherfuckers in. Like, how the fuck you gonna get up there, bro?
Right.
They're gonna be like, nigga, you got to climb this goddamn fire truck ladder and hang drop into your seat, nigga. Like, what the fuck, bro? I seen that stadium. That shit. I'm not walking all the way up there. Man, fuck that, man. Crazy. Somebody take this fight.
Yo, like, how you supposed to get popcorn, yo? Like, if you want to get some popcorn or hot dog,
I'm saying, bro.
Soda, yo,
bro, do you know the money they gonna make on concessions alone?
Bro,
like, whoever got a napkin joint cracking over there, a napkin manufacturing joint, man, they over there like this. Y'all about to sell $1 million hand napkins out this motherfucker. Like the little side hustle, you know what I'm saying? The ketchup packing dudes and all of them, they over there like, oh, where's the way down?
Hey, Blunt, you go to the bathroom.
Like strippers and shit. Nigga, I know the hoes over there gonna be like, oh, nigga, I'm telling you. It's going down, nigga. That shit gonna be like Vegas. Like, oh yeah, it's going down, nigga. Oh, you gonna have all the out of town hustlers coming through. I mean, man, you gonna have the bootleg t-shirts. It's going down, bro. If the stadium filled up on the numbers, then the outside hustle opportunity for anybody that has that mindset is there. That's where you want to be, even if it's for the one-time hitter. Like, yo, I'm finna cash out on this one time. Man, I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna be print t-shirts in the parking lot. I'm telling you, bro. That is a
somebody, bro. It's gonna be somebody. Hey, bro, it's gonna be somebody selling shirts you can't sell. It's gonna be somebody hustling shirts.
Man, I'm telling you, they gonna have white names spelled wrong. That shit gonna be WHATYE.
That shit gonna say Tyson Fury. Who the fuck is Tyson Fury?
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be like that for real though, bro. It's gonna be like that. It's for real. And you know the hustlers, you know what they really doing in them streets. You know they gonna be flea flicking. So man, the parking gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
man, nigga, I ain't going to nothing like that, bro. I don't even want to deal with all that outside shit. Just for that, man. I know it's a historical sort of once in a lifetime thing. You kind of gotta really weigh, you know what I'm saying, the pros and the cons of something like that to really say I'm attending that. It's hands down. There's no question about it. Because it is pros and cons to these big events like that. Yeah, might not be so much for like a big fight like this past weekend because it's Dallas, you know, it's a big city, but I mean it's kind of like Phoenix. It's big as far as
I was gonna say,
we don't have traffic like that.
I said we still gotta hit Texas.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm trying to get to this fight at the Hill and River. That should spark me into this road work and getting out to these fights and starting to cover this game from a different angle.
You know what? I'll look up the thing myself as far as trying to get that pass, man. But we definitely gotta hit Texas up, man. We gotta see Kiki, Ashley. Definitely gotta pull up.
Yeah, they look like they had fun. I seen they little
they look like they had
stuff.
fun too, man.
Seen them up on IG, seen Ashley's Corner up on YouTube. So y'all go hit them ladies up. Q&A. What is it? Q&A Sports. Yeah, they got a move going on over there, and they know they won too. You know what I mean? They know they want to. So big shout out to
Ashley and Kiki. Ashley got a little bit of height to it too. You saying that?
Oh yeah, you don't take that jab. Don't play it too short. Put that stick out there on you.
Yeah, she's tall. Yeah, Ashley a tall drink of water, man.
Yeah, but she has security with her too, boy. What no pressure, baby girl out there. Yeah, the crew with her.
Yeah, not at all.
Shout out to the bros out there holding her down.
We definitely gonna get out there to Texas, man. We even gonna see we gonna pay Celeste a visit, even though she probably gonna swing on me and shit when she see me. But fuck it, we going out there to Texas, man. We gonna rock out,
man. Big shout out to little cousin, everybody down there, man.
Big shout out to everybody down there. For the show, we're gonna get down there. But you know, Benavidez first, man. Benavidez and
trying to get to that, even if it's not from the media side, bro. I'm gonna slide up in there just cause, bro, because I was supposed to hit the one joint that they had at the Phoenix Arena, Air West or whatever that shit is called downtown. But this one gonna be out on the res on reservation. So they got the casino out there. Yeah, it's all decked out now. Back in the day, that shit used to like the hood casino, bro. I mean, you knew the damn old lady that bought you your coffee. They only had like 4 dealers. I mean, this shit out there looking like some shit out of Reno. Off the strip now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I remember that shit. I've been out here like dipping back and forth that long.
I remember when it was like that in the casino in Philly. It was like the same, like 6 dealers. Like every
that's how it was. Man, I used to love that shit though, bro, because you didn't have to wait to get on the tables, all that sort of shit you got to do now with these joints being so big. You know what I mean? So and I don't like all of that hustle and bustle. I'm more of an old town Vegas sort of dude. And not just because I'm an OG, it's just because I got a different mindset. Like the more people, the more opportunity of it getting frisky, and you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta, up that pipe like a plumber, and there's issues. So I kind of like it to be more low key. So I'm more of an old Vegas type dude than I am that strip sort of scene. But ain't nothing wrong with either, to each his own. I'm gonna be good on either side, me, Billy the Kid with this shit. So
Right, for sure. So we got a lot of business we got to handle. Before we get up out of here, Mr. Motivator, I agree, could probably still sell more than Fury until he loses against Usyk again. True. Okay, dropped us at good 449 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. I mean, salute to you for sure. But we gonna get up out of here, man. 2 hours strong, man. This was a good one, bro. Get on your social media. So
it's almost time for me to slide out too. I be chopping so much, bro.
You lose track of time.
Work to do boxing to get you zoned out, bro. You can be talking boxing 24 straight hours, bro. Especially with this dude.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I got to get back to my money too.
Yeah, get on your social media, bro.
Get your ass up on there.
Right. Yeah, give me social media, bro, so we can get up out of here.
Man, boxing #1 STVLOG on Instagram. BoxingFirstVlog spelled out. Everything linked up on Twitter. You can catch me putting in some work on both. I'm just in these boxing streets doing my 1-2, man. You know what I mean? So check out that latest video breaking down the welterweight weekend. Y'all tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I see boxing, like I said, boxing scene getting the shine, but I put that fight out there first. So WBA, Eddie Hearn, all y'all, man. Somebody holler at your boy. I'm matchmaking over here. I'm finding the next talent. Reach out to me.
Mr. Motivator said, appreciate the entertainment, guys. Said layers. Hey, man, that's what we do, man. Appreciate you for rocking with us, man, for the show. For the people that want to follow man, VP Shane, man, follow him, I_AM Shane, #1, exclusively on Instagram. And follow me all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5JeffTV, website, G5JeffTV.com. Just dropped an article on Spence Ugas fight. We dropped another follow-up article. And also got another piece coming with Stan Young's and Matayev fight. Took me back to my Tuesday night fight days watching that fight, man. For that.
The whole card had a Tuesday night fight feel to me.
Facts.
Like 8-fight loser and Josecito on there. Like I said that too. It had it didn't have a pay-per-view feel. The main
it was gritty. It was gritty for sure. My man froze up. Guess that's our signal to go. So listen, we're gonna be back tomorrow, man. We're gonna have Tree Jane
on the next episode, bro.
Yeah, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. That was my man Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K. Bringing that smoke as always, man. That's my OG. That's my partner. It's my partner in crime, man. Beyond the boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I close this out, man, a bunch of people I need to shout out. Big shout out to Tristan Tree James. It's my guy right there. Big shout out to Coach Pepe Pena. He got an amateur event coming May 14th. It's going to be big out there in Iowa, man. Big shout out to do a roll call, actually. I ain't did a roll call in a while. Big shout out to Mr. Motivator, man. Big shout out to you, man. Appreciate you rocking with us, man. Season 2 Prediction Fantasy League winner Will Stokes. Big shout out to you, bro. We got Burtwood, OG, always holding it down for us. Boxing Learner, Willie G. My man Rob Acosta in the building. Who else we had up in here? Second Ezra always showing love. Mr. G was in the building. Tree James, Second Ezra, Adrian. Who else? Markeitha Nard. My man Clarence McLean, Lenore Thomas, Lenore. Please tap in tomorrow. I'll message you after I get up off of here, man. I'm gonna be sure to drop you the link before we even get started. I need you in here tomorrow. If you can get in here tomorrow, man, I need you in this joint tomorrow, man. For sure. Crazy trio. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. But big shout out to all my Iowa guys, man. Big shout out to Chino, Jay, Tree, Lance Lambdale Williams. I know Lance, I know you ain't get the dub over the weekend, man, but you got another dub because you was working the corner with Tree, and Tree got the dub. So when Tree get a dub, you get a dub. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Lance Lambdale Williams. Who else I'm forgetting? Cruz Hitman Stewart, T Woods. Big shout out to Mike Pat, Pena family, Pena Jim. You know, everybody out there in Iowa, man. Big shout out to you guys, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all family, as far as I'm concerned, man, for sure. We gonna have Tree James on tomorrow. Hopefully Rob Acosta will pull up. Maybe we can get Zachary Ochoa as well to pull up. I think that'll be great. And we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna switch right into Fury and Dillian White this weekend, man. Big heavyweight fight. And I got articles coming, man. I got articles coming on the website, man, G5JeffTV.com. Just, you know, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Bullshit. You know, these other companies wouldn't allow me to write for them, so I started up my own company and my own website and started writing for myself. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for the handout, man. Go out there, go take yours. You know what I'm saying? So we will be back tomorrow. Myself, Boxing First Vlog, VP Shane. You know what I mean? That's the team, man. You know what I'm saying? We're like dream team out this joint. You know what I mean? For sure. But on behalf of everybody that joined in today, big shout out to everybody that watched on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, on Vlogs channel, you name it. We appreciate y'all. So on behalf of VP Shane, a.k.a. Ice Cold Shane, Boxing First Vlog, a.k.a. The General, a.k.a. Blunt, a.k.a. Blunt Bayless, a.k.a. Mr. 1K, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, a.k.a. G5, a.k.a. 5, a.k.a. The Guru. On behalf of the staff, we got a big show tomorrow, man, so tap in.